You should congratulate yourself because now you're getting to the good stuff. We're going to start putting our motors and ESCs on your quadcopter frame, and it's going to really start looking like a drone. For this next step in the process, I need my reading glasses, and you need a 2mm hex driver. I find this much easier if we just remove our standoff and take our power distribution board and just set it aside with all the wires on there. Take any screw, stick it on your hex driver tip, just like that, and place it in a screw hole. Grab yourself a motor and keep the wires aimed towards the center. Find the screw and start to tighten, not all the way, a little finger tight, because I want to tighten them all down at the same time. And just repeat the process until you get all of the screws in. Doesn't get a lot more exciting than this. By the way, you may notice the slots here. That's because you can wiggle the motors around, and the frame can take many different sizes of motors. Let's see, it comes down a bit. And then, once you got them in, make sure it's centered, and ratchet them all down tight. When you're done, every motor should have the wires going to the center. Also, here's a quick test. Does the motor spin? Your motor should spin freely. That tells you that the bolts are not hitting the inside of the motor. Perfect. Let's just keep going. All the way around. Now, the way that I've put this kit together for you, all the motors spin in the same direction. And the reason we want to do that is so you don't have to worry about getting the right motor on the right arm. If you sourced your motors by yourself, you might have gotten clockwise and counterclockwise motors, 2 of each, in which case you need to be careful how they are oriented. And you can find in the written instructions directions on which arm gets which rotation. Basically, they rotate towards the nose and towards the tail inward. Once you get them all centered, tighten them all down nice and snug. I don't know if you could hear it, there's a thunderstorm rolling in. Thunderstorms, good time to work on building quads. Can't do much flying in a thunderstorm. I highly do not recommend you fly in thunderstorms. Okay, now that we got that one in, tighten them all down good. Last one. You might want to slide the motor around a little bit so those holes start to line up. Wheel around and give it a nice, good, tight turn. Some people like to put Loctite on these screws to hold them in good. And that's not a terrible idea. And there you are. All the motors are in place, the yawl can spin freely, and all the wires are in the same orientation up the arm. Great job! Really starting to look like a quadcopter now.